Ger Carriere, thank you so much for speaking with us. You have been very busy this past summer, releasing new music and speaking and performing at numerous events across the country, and you have quite a few life quotes you live your life by. And one of them is, "I wake up every day for the girls who don't think it's possible." Can you explain what you mean by that, Ger?
Absolutely. And thank you so much for having me. What I meant by that is, I think that for a lot of us who grew up in these small communities, these isolated places, we don't necessarily see people like us on TV or, on the stage or whatever it is. And so for me, I wake up every single day because there was a version of me when I was young and I didn't think half of the stuff that I'm able to do today would be possible. So I work so hard to be able to pass the torch on from myself and the work that I'm doing to this new generation of youth. And it's like, hey, I've gone as far as I can go and I'm still going, but I want you to now blaze the trail, blow that up, break down the doors, all of the different things, because what we have and what we possess is so powerful. And I want to let them know that they have the permission slip to show up and be that in the world. So that is what really drives me every single day, is knowing that there are a group of people, a nation of people here from Canada, and we have so much worth and value to offer the world. So this is kind of like my call to action to them, to stand up, to be proud, and to show the world what we're truly made of.
That's great. And Ger, you also recently released 3 new singles. Can you talk about what those songs mean to you and the message you wanted to convey?
Absolutely. So the first song that was released off of this second EP is called "Can I Be Her?" Now, this song, again, it's just what I said, right? It was growing up and coming from a certain background, you don't think that a lot of things are possible for you. And so basically the song is, I want to be bubbly. I want to have fun. I want to celebrate my life, and I don't want to feel bad about it. So "Can I Be Her" is basically, again, that permission slip for girls. Be feminine, be happy, don't feel guilty. And it's basically all of the celebrations of life that you have. This, again, is a celebratory song that, yes, we are Barbies, right? The video is all Barbie themed, and it's all about having fun and dressing pretty and getting to be all of the cool things that, we as women want to be. And that is basically what it is. It's, again, giving yourself permission to be happy and joyful. The second song is one called "Are You My Type?" Again, it's an R&B, very, 90s influence song. And again, it just draws from my own personal music. And it's about falling in love again with life and feeling that excitement that we feel when we see something that we really want. And the third track that just got released last week is called "Blessed in My Heels." Same thing. This is a call to action. It is, your worth as an Indigenous woman, as a matriarch. You have so much value. Everywhere you step, the world crumbles because it feels the strength that's coming from you and it's emanating. And I want women to flaunt that. So that's what it's called, "Blessed in My Heels." All of my songs, of course, are coming from an Indigenous perspective to empower our women and our people to truly take a stand and tell people, hey, we're here, we're strong, and we're thriving.
I read that you're also taking your song "Blessed in My Heels" and turning it into a TikTok trend. In this time of social media, Ger, is that something you're always thinking of to help get your music out there to the masses?
Absolutely, because it's so powerful. We have a phone in our hand. It goes with us everywhere we go, and we may not be able to be in community. We may not be able to be where we want to be, face to face with people, but we always have access to that phone, and we can tap in and build that community everywhere we go. So absolutely, I want people to be involved. I want them to be able to reach out to me and say, hey, I'm just like you. We come from the same place. Let's celebrate and let's thrive together. So yeah, it's a tool that all of us get to utilize. So it's super exciting.
Ger, you're also an author of your own book you released a few years back. What was that process like for you to tell your story in a medium such as writing?
Wow. I always consider myself to be a author first, a writer, if you will. And that's always kind of been a form of therapy for me, right? I believe that if you let things fester inside of you and you don't express them, that can turn into poison, which turns into illness and all of that fun stuff. So by writing, it again is a way to release that into the world. And so that's what writing is for me. And again, my book is called "Wild Woman: Master the Art of Pride, Presence, and Productivity." And so basically what it is, it's about, service leadership. It's about being a thought leader. It's about pushing the envelope. And it's basically about indigeneity, our worldviews, and matriarchy. I had the great privilege to be able to travel around the world and speak on stages like Amsterdam, Vienna, all of these places. And people were uplifted, and they wanted to know our perspective of Indigenous people. So that's why I come back here, and I'm like, when I'm speaking to the youth, I'm like, you are so full of golden information, and the world wants to hear what you have to say. And so that's what the book is. Again, it's a marketing tool to be able to show people that, again, Indigenous people are so full of knowledge and wisdom. It's just, you have to take the time to listen. So
finally, Ger, you talked about it a bit there, but what is your message to our Indigenous youth out there who have big dreams just like you did?
Well, I would like to say that I am just like you. I come from humble beginnings. And for me, the biggest thing has always been that, if there's something that I don't like, I'm going to do my best to change it. And so that is my invitation to everybody else, is like, yes, we sometimes don't have favorable conditions. Our communities are the way that they are, but you can make the choice to be positive, to be a solution provider. You can be proactive and wanting to make change. And again, it's a choice between taking the power for yourself and making that change. And I would call on everybody that listens to me. My message is very clear. It's about mental health. It's about self-love. And it's understanding that we as Indigenous people are so valuable. All you got to do is believe in yourself, have the courage, and I believe in you. So reach out to me. There's a community of people that are breaking down the doors. And that is exactly what I want for our youth, is to know that I am your biggest cheerleader. And if you need help, reach out to me.
That's Cree singer-songwriter Ger Carriere from Cumberland House, Saskatchewan. Thank you, Ger, and come back on the show anytime.
Thank you. Have a good day, guys.